First I am just cleaning the wax. Then draw the midline. Use scale if you want. If not, just draw the midline. The center. Okay. So next, mark the sides. We'll make this labial. Next, distal. Then palatal, mesial. With this, which side tooth I am carving now? See, this is labial, this is upper. So this will become the root part, this is the crown part. Right? So which side tooth? This is labial, this is distal, this is mesial. So which side tooth is this? Which side tooth? Before carving itself, you should know which side tooth I am carving. This is left. This is labial. Okay, this is mesial, and this is distal. So
the left.
this will be right tooth. Okay, this is right side tooth. I am planning now itself before carving. Okay, you are going to carve one left and one right. So for that, what you are going to do is this side you will write labial. For the left one, labial. This will be mesial. This will be distal. For the left side tooth. For your right side tooth, this is labial. This is mesial and this is distal. Is it clear to you? Fine. So next, do you have scale or measuring scale?
Ruler.
Fine, ruler. So next we will take 9 milli. This is the crown length of your lateral incisor. I will mark 9 milli all the four sides. Okay, so we'll see. This is 9 milli. Okay, fine. So next, what we have to do is we have to take, this is mesial or distal side, mesial and distal. So mesio-distal width we have to take first. Okay, so mesio-distal width you are going to take, kitna hai? 7, na? It is 7. Take 7 milli. In your central incisor, how much you took? 8.5 or 9 milli. You took 9 milli for central incisor. Take 7 milli for this, because the size, actual size is 6.5. But when you carve, it will come down. So always keep bigger size carving when you carve. So because once you polish, once you finish, the size will reduce. So keep 7 milli. That is 3.5 from here, 3.5 from here. You got it? From the midline, 3.5 this side, 3.5 this side. Okay. So then 7, keep 6 here. 6. So 3 here, 3 here. Okay. Next, join these lines. Did you get me? Okay. So this has given you the outline of your lateral incisor. So size is slightly big. Later it will come down. Next, we'll turn the tooth to the opposite side. Same. 7 and 6. Join the lines. Next, remove this excess wax. Okay. So we'll start. Make sure this surface is flat. See the surface here, it is completely flat.
Towards the scalp.
Okay, see the surface now. I have seen many people won't make flat surface. Silence please. Silence. See, these surfaces should be flat. Next, this is labial. This will be palatal. Okay. So converge it towards palatal side. That is, from this wall, remove wax like this, so that it will converge from both the sides. Okay, so I've converged it now. See, now if I see from here, wall cannot be seen. This walls, mesial and distal. When you turn, you can see the walls. Both the walls. This wall also you can see, this wall also you can see. That's how it should look. Next comes the main important step. Now, see here, this midline, you have turned either towards distal side or towards mesial, anywhere. You turn the tooth. Next, you are going to mark this midline here. This is distal. Okay, any of the distal or mesial side you keep like this and mark it. Midlines you are going to mark. Next, I had told you to draw what? Ra. Okay, so I had asked you to draw. See, this is your labiolingual width. In your book, if you see, there is a measurement given. Labiolingual width. Okay, so labiolingual will be 6 milli. Okay, 6. Since it is 6 in book, keep 0.5 or 1 milli more. Keep it 7, so that later it will come down. So keep 7 milli. Draw Ra. Okay. So next, on the other side, draw a letter like S, not actual S, but looks like S. Curved line. One is convex, followed by concave. Are you following?
Yes.
Convex, concave. See, concentrate here. This is the place where everybody is doing mistake. This is the place you are doing mistake. Okay. Turn the tooth to the opposite side. This is mesial now. 7 milli. Opposite of the Ra. Okay, it's like this now, because this is opposite side. Then S. Okay. Now you are going to remove the excess wax, whatever is present on the both sides. From beginning itself, get that curvature. See, now I have removed the wax from here so that you got the curvature. Now remove evenly. Okay. So I have removed. Now see. Exactly. Leave this. This line should be seen like that. You remove. Then go to the palatal side. We'll remove this side now. See now. So I'll just clearing the irregularities and make his surface, this is the cingulum area, okay, make it like round, like make it more round, the cingulum area. See, compared to your central incisor, the cingulum is less prominent in your lateral. Okay. Now see the sides. Labial, lingual, distal, mesial. So next you are going to do lingual fossa. Okay. So in central incisor, what shape you have drawn? What was the shape?
W.
W. Here you will be making V-shaped fossa. V. V. Okay. Just slightly remove some wax. You can use the other side of the carver also to draw this. Okay, so this finishes your lateral incisor crown carving. Okay, so next we'll go to the root now. So we'll polish this before you go to the root. Okay, one more thing you should know is your distal side. See, this is mesial, this is distal. See, distal side, like your incisor only, it is rounded. Okay, but the rounding is more compared to your central. Should be more rounded compared to your central incisor. This is distal, yes. Mesial also is slightly rounded, not much, but slightly. Very less rounded, but distal is more rounded. Okay, fine. So we'll go to the root now. See, root length should be 13 milli, same like your central incisor. Take 13 milli. Let me see whether it is 13. Okay, so it is 13 milli. So first we'll draw, see, Same like your incisor, if you want, you can divide it into 3 halves. Root. Okay. So in the first 2 halves, let it be almost straight. Next, make apex. Okay. So like this root, same thing on this side also.
It will be sharp on the apex, right?
Apex it should be sharp. So now remove wax, these 2 sides. Okay, so 2 walls I have removed. Beginning. Next, turn the tooth. See, now you see, this is the midline. From the midline, make a convex, same like your central incisor. Okay, convex lines on both the sides. Same thing here, like a cone. Okay, so remove wax, whatever excess wax is there on both the sides. Be careful now. This is the time you will break the roots. Go to the other side. Remove wax. In the apex it will be converging in the apex. Okay, I'll come here now. Make the apex. Remove all irregularities of the root surface before you make the apex. Okay. See the root like cone. Okay. Converging towards palatal side. Slightly more I will converge the apex now before I polish this. Make sure all carver marks are removed. Only one student I saw who has made it very clean. Rest all are leaving carver marks on the tooth surface. Fine. So here we finish with the carving. Now we'll finish it now. So finishing part we'll do. See, this is slightly more. I'll give sharpness to the crown. Okay. So I'll polish it now. Okay, so this is done now. See, so last step is drawing the cervical line. So you are going to draw cervical line again. Measure 8.5 milli or 9 milli. Draw a concave line, slightly concave here.
9 milli.
8.5 to 9. Okay. See, this is concave here. Same thing, go to the palatal side, draw concave. See, it is concave. Turn the tooth, this is distal. So draw convex. How much convex? 2 milli. Then go to the mesial side, draw again convex. On mesial side it is more convex compared to the distal side. You can see it is less, this is more. So this is important when you carve. Always in any tooth, if you take mesial side, it is more convex compared to distal side, from central till molars all. Okay, so now after carving this you should study. What you have to study before submitting, I'll tell you the points, what all you should know. First and foremost, how many lateral incisors are there? How many lateral incisors are there in permanent dentition?
2.
2. Total number of lateral incisors?
4.
4. 2 upper and 2 lower. Okay, fine. So that is basics. Then even in your deciduous dentition also they are 4 in number. Next comes your size. You should know the size. 8.5, 13. Crown length and root length. Then mesiodistal width 6.5 and 5. What I took was 7 and 6 while carving. But actual, after polishing and all, it should come down. Okay, so actual measurement should be 6.5 and 5. That is mesiodistal. This is mesial side, this is distal side. Mesiodistal. Here it should be 6.5. This is in the crown, and in the cervix it should be 5. Okay. Next, turn the tooth. Again, when you measure the width here, this is the cingulum area. Okay. And then this is the bulky. This part, when you measure, it should be again 6 and 5 in the cervix. 6 here in the crown, 5 in the cervix.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Next, this is labio-lingual width. This is labial side, this is lingual side. Labio-lingual width. Is it clear to you? Okay. Next, when you turn the tooth towards the palatal side, you can see this is V-shaped what? Fossa. V-shaped fossa. Then this is what? What is this here?
Marginal.
Marginal ridge here. This is mesial marginal ridge. This is distal marginal ridge. Okay. So next you should know the curvatures of cervical line. The cervical line is not just a straight line. It is curved in some areas. It is convex in some areas, concave in some areas. So what is curvature of cervical line? Curvature means where it is more curved, how much it is curved. So on the mesial side, if you see, it is 3 milli. Then distal side, it is 2 milli. Okay. So that is the curvature of cervical line. And then this part is the, what is this
Apex.
part? Apex of the tooth or apex of the root. And this is incisal ridge here. This ridge here is incisal ridge. Usually in a newly erupted tooth there will be 3 elevations will be there. Elevations, 3 elevations will be there. Elevations means it will be something like this area will be divided into 3 swellings. But usually with age it will go away because you will be eating, no? So this will get attrited and finally there is loss and it will become straight like this. Okay, fine. So these are the things you should know in your lateral incisor tooth when you see. और कुछ add करना है points? No, compared to your central, it should be more, these marginal ridges, no? These ridges should be more prominent. Usually, no, in lateral incisor, exactly at this point where 2 marginal ridges are meeting, there will be a pit sometimes. Okay, that's why this lateral incisor, they say it will get carried compared to other incisor, this will get carried fast. This area there will be a pit usually, that you call lingual pit. That is applied aspect. So these many things if you know and if you come with the carving, we'll accept it and 10 marks. Okay, so if it is not like this, then if you don't make like this, don't expect 10. And don't ask, give me 10, why only 9, why only 8.5, no. Okay, fine. And you have to get this tooth immediately after your vacation. See, next week onwards your vacation is starting. After the next vacation, the first week you are going to submit all the carvings. We will see your record book. We have asked you to carve a cuboid first, then central incisor, then lateral incisor. Central incisor you should submit today and you should go. Lateral incisor after vacation, the first week which comes, that time you will submit. After that, 1 more week will be there before your exams. That week will be your practical test. Okay? Second week after the vacation is your practical exam. So in that, one of the 2 teeth will come, central or lateral, right or left, anything can come. So you are going to pick on chit out and you will see what is written that you have to carve. It's your luck. Which one you want, you may not get. Or sometimes what you want, you may get. Are you following me? Okay, so you have to practice all the 4 teeth. So in vacation, try working on this. Work on this and try getting good marks. Okay. All of you go through this tooth. Just circulate among yourself and please give me back.
يا حياتي هذا مرة صغير.
ठीक बोला क्या मैंने 6.5 6.5 है ना
شفتيه صغير. هذا ايش بالماضي؟ مرة صغير. اسمه جوالي علق من كثر الاشياء اللي فيه. اعطيه جوالي.